YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to the channel, my boys. We got a banger for you guys today. EA finally re-added the theme builders, or the team builders, not theme builders. I keep thinking theme team, team builder. Besides the point, they added the team builder solos back. So I definitely thought this was the perfect time to go ahead and talk about theme teams, how to build your theme team, the why behind the theme team, and all of those great things. So obviously this is going to be a little bit more of a beginner type of video. So again, if you guys already know how to build a theme team, you know, this video ain't necessarily for you, but if you want to know more about theme teams and everything like that, you came to the right video. Before we get into it, of course, like I always tell you guys, man, if you guys enjoy the video, if it does help you out in any way, shape, or form, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into it, man. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Let's keep up the grind, boys. Let's go ahead and get it. So the video we're going to be doing is the theme team guide, the ultimate theme team guide for you guys. So let's kind of talk about things from basically the beginner level, right? What a theme team is basically having a certain number of cards on your ultimate team that have a certain team chem. You know, you guys can change team chems of certain cards that have played for multiple teams. For example, this card like Andrew Wiley. Obviously, he is a Washington Commander on there, but he has also played for the Chiefs. So if a card has played for that team at any point in their career, they can be a part of that theme team. There are also certain cards that get all 32 theme teams, but you guys are going to have to do your own research on that. I'm not going to be able to provide every single card, but I will also provide a website for you guys to kind of go ahead and filter that out and be able to find certain cards and all of those things. But again, looking back at things at the top down level, basically, every 20 cards that you have, let's just go over here to Devontae Smith. Every 20 cards that you have, let's just go over here and highlight it. As you guys can see on the right side of the screen, I have 40 Eagles. So every 20 cards that you have, you get a +1 acceleration, strength, change of direction, and speed to any card that has that specific team chem. And because I have 40, I get a +2. So I get another +1. So 1 + 1 is 2. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to insult you guys' intelligence, but that's essentially what is going on and how you can get a card like Devontae Smith, who has base 97 speed, all the way up to 99 speed. Just an example for that. That is honestly one of the reasons why I chose the Eagles to be one of my theme teams and everything like that, which brings me to my next point, the why behind theme teams. You guys can do it to make your team as best as you want it to be, to up the speed because you're a fan of that team, whatever the case may be. It's completely up to you, but at the end of the day, the reason is not for your quarterback. I can tell you that is to boost your skill positions. You don't really care about your O-line. Your O-line is kind of like filler positions in this sort of sense, but the main reason why you want to run the theme team is to upgrade your skill positions: wide receiver, halfback, tight end, fullback. I mean, if you guys want to run a fullback, you know, that be my guess. But then pretty much everything on defense as well. All my pretty much defensive players have +2 speed, of course, outside of a few. But the whole reason why you want to do this is to up your skill position cards so they get that extra speed. Makes sense? Hopefully it does. Let's go ahead and get into how you guys should approach building your theme team here now. So let's just talk about certain cards, right? As you guys can see, I have a Carson Steele in this lineup. Carson Steele is a theme builder card, or a team builder card. And I'll also show you the website that, you know, you guys can figure out these cards and everything. But every team has 4 of these cards. There's an 82 overall, an 86 overall, an 87, which you guys are seeing right here, and a 90. So at minimum, you're going to want those 4 cards. And essentially, these team builder cards are cards that have double team chems, and you're gonna want the team builder tokens, which you guys can get from the solos. Now they're back. I'll go over there and show them to you. But essentially, like, I'm gonna downgrade this card, right? I don't have the team chemistry slot. As you guys can see right next to me right there, that chemistry got locked. So if I go over here and add one of these team builder tokens to this card, it unlocks that, and then I can go over here and put the Chiefs chemistry on it, giving me double Chiefs chems, which basically means if there's 4 cards of this per team, you basically have 8 free slots to kind of put these as backups so that you guys can help round out your theme teams a lot easier, if that makes sense. So let's just go back over here to the main menu, and I can show you what I mean of how you guys should be approaching to build your theme team. So if you go over here to the solo challenges and scroll, yours is probably going to be towards the bottom. Mine is going to be at the very bottom because I have done all of these. But if we just take a look at the rewards, again, you get a free 82. Again, it doesn't matter. These are filler positions, 86, 87, and 90. Now, obviously, these cards are not going to be starting for you, but they're very, very important to building your theme teams and building those team chemistries. You also are going to get team builder tokens. Those are the tokens that I was showing you to take the card from one team chem slot to two team chem slots to basically get you up there to have those cards boost your team easier. You can have more free slots and just make it easier to round out your theme team, if that makes sense. Again, the solo challenges are super easy. You could just load in, hop in there, do them real quick, and get up out of there so that you can get your theme teams and you can get your +1 or even potentially +2 speeds. Now, let's kind of talk about the lineup composition, right? You're going to want to put a lot of those cards in. As you guys can see, I have Zach Bond. Obviously, he does not touch the field. He's literally only here for chemistry purposes. Same thing for a card like Drew Tranquil. Again, Carson Steele. We have a Jordan Mailata. This Wanye Morris. Again, I have all of the team builder cards on my team to allow my team to basically get the +2s a lot better. Now, there are certain cards as well that also get all 32 theme teams. I'll just use this rank card, this rank Darnell Washington as example. I can put whatever theme team I want on him. Now, I put Eagles because, you know, I have 40, so I want the +2 speed on him. He basically have 97 speed at 6'7". That's the reason why I chose it on that card. But let's go ahead and go over to MUT.gg so I can show you guys how to make it easier for you to understand how to build the team and what you guys should be doing to kind of make things easier for building your team before you actually do it in game. So going over here to MUT.gg, again, I will make sure to put that in the description for you guys to be able to go over here. So what you guys can do actually is go to players and you can filter by any team that you want, okay? You can do it by any team that you want. You could put on chemistries as well, or not chemistries, but basically if there's like promos and things like that, you can filter it by that. But again, say I want to make a Lions theme team. I can hit apply filters and it will show me every single card in the game that has Lions chems and who you can put them on essentially. And you can also do this and find the team builders easier by making this one, instead of +1, do 2 times. And in that way, you guys can see all of the team builders, whether it's team diamonds, team builders, and all of those things. You can even go over here to program and just type in team, and then team builders will pop up, and then you will be able to see the team builders that you will need for that team. But again, it's just up to you guys what you want to do. But lo and behold, that's one way that you can do it. Now, another way that you can do it, again, I'm just going to use the Lions as an example because that's what I, did before. Again, I'm a Falcons fan, so I don't know why I chose the Lions as the example, but lo and behold, again, you can also go up here and click this theme team button up here. It will take you to all teams in the game. Again, I'm going to go to the Falcons just because I'm a Falcons. I can't help it, you feel me? But it'll show me all Falcons cards at each position, what card they can do or what cards, have this chem. You also can click this button over here to include all players. Basically, this is whoever has ever played for the Falcons, and then this is people that have never played for the Falcons but has the chem because they can get all 32 team chems, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense from that sort of standpoint. But again, yeah, this is what you guys are going to want to reference. It basically breaks it down at every position to be able to see what you guys can get out of all of your cards in the lineup. Now, another thing you could do is you can click this view in lineup builder and it'll basically port this over to the lineup builder. So let's go ahead and go over to the lineup builder screen. Again, this is a team that I built just to kind of see, what it would look like before I built it in the game. But besides the point, right, it allowed me to be able to see the number of chemistries that I have, what I'm missing, everything like that, and just make it easier to map out where I'm going to put certain cards in the lineup. Does it work? Do the certain chems in certain places work? Do I have a certain amount of number? Everything like that. You guys can do that, and it's fully customizable however you want. Again, if you want to look up certain cards, like say I wanted to put, I don't know, I'll use... maybe I wanted to put Isaiah Pacheco in the lineup, right? I could just search his name, click the card, and we will put it in there. And as you guys can see, the Chiefs chemistry went up by 1 because, again, that card does have Chiefs chems. Now, if we just go over here, we can edit it. We can go over here to chemistry and you can choose whatever team chem you want. Obviously, you're going to want to pick whatever you want to have in game, however you want it to reflect it, because obviously Deion Sanders does not have ×10 Dallas Cowboys chem. So I would want to put +1 essentially, because again, that's just what he has in game. You don't want to like change what it is, basically. That makes sense. But besides the point, again, you're going to want to do that. Also, if a card is out of position but it's their secondary position, you can also go over here and click this button to apply team chems when out of position and things like that. I used Bryce Huff. I'll use this Bryce Huff as an example. As you guys can see, I have him at left end. His card is actually a right end, but if you go over here and look, he does have the secondary chemistry of left end. And so if I go back over here to the lineup builder, right, if I basically had that button unselected, see, his chemistry wouldn't count and it wouldn't count towards it. So I think we had 28 Eagles, so it'll be 26. So as you guys can see right there, again, a very powerful tool to build your lineup and everything like that. But let me just go back and make sure I click this button back, and then we go back up to the 28. So as you guys can see right there, again, very powerful tool, very easy way to help build your theme team and everything like that. Whether you want to do 20 out of 20, you want to do a 40 out of 20, you want to do a 40 and a 20, you want to do a 20 20 20. There's a ton of different configurations you guys can do to help maximize your team, and I'm hoping that this video can help you guys do that, and it makes it easier and breaking it down in that sort of way. Another thing that you guys can go over here and also add to your theme teams is the team affinity strategy item that they have. So there are certain rarities in the game. I've explained this in videos before, but if you just don't understand, there's common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and I think something else. Basically, it follows the tier of like the Fortnite stuff where it's like white, green, blue, purple, gold type of thing. Basically, however more rare it is, the more team chem slots you basically get. So as you guys can see, I have a few of these just to kind of show you, but I have the blue one. The blue one does ×3. You get ×3 chems for doing that. Purples, I think, are ×4, and then golds are eventually ×5. I think we have purples, but I would say just at minimum have like blue or green, just to make it easier for you guys to, you know, also get more theme team slots, you know, basically accounted for. Now, the last thing that I'm going to leave you guys with is another way, or I guess I have two, because not only can you do the team builders, you also can have these team captains that give you ×3 team chems. Now, again, you can do this for all 3 teams. Like, you can do all 3 being the same team. You can do 2 and 1, 1 and 2. You can do 1 1 1. However you want. You can pick each one different, and in each slot you can do that. Now, you're gonna have to get these cards up to, I think, at least a minimum 92 overall. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it's really not hard to get the team builder, the team captain upgrade tokens to put in these cards. Again, you can have up to 2 of these maxed out to get as many of these as you want, and basically gives you 3 more slots to do that. As well, you can get the team diamonds. Team diamonds are starting to come down. They'll be more cheaper, so you can also add those to your team. Again, I have a Don Terry Poe that automatically comes with ×2 chems. Again, I know it doesn't say it's activated, but because he's in his primary position, it is activated. You don't have to buy the training there. But the last thing that I'm going to leave you guys with is you can hide cards of your specialists. So essentially what I mean by that is any position you see right here, running back, wide receiver, linebacker, left end, DT, right end, and cornerback, you guys can basically, like, say, let's talk about it like this. Say I was one Eagle short, and I had Mel Blount in my starting lineup. I could basically move Mel Blount here, take him out of my starting lineup, and put an Eagle in that starting lineup. And then because I have him as a slot cornerback, I can then sub him in the game and bench that card to that I had in the lineup to, you know, satisfy the theme team and everything like that. So you can hide cards, you can activate their X factors and abilities here and everything like that. So just another way to hide your cards. If you didn't know, now you do know. And hopefully, you know, all the things that I explained in this video did make sense. You know, again, I can make another video kind of going in more in depth, but hopefully at least at a high level, I hope I explained everything well to you guys. With that being said, that is going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Again, appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me on the channel, man. And again, I'm always open to criticism, man. If you guys have any suggestions, or if I didn't explain something well, always comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And again, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.